That's better. All right, customer brought in laptop. Um, Laptop would not load into Windows. When I got the laptop, I knew right away exactly what the issue was, and the laptop is stuck in what is called a boot loop or infinite loop, where Windows cannot load. Windows crashed at some point, and just stopped working. So the customer is not able to get into their computer, thus they can't use the computer at the current state of the computer. The computer is pretty much useless. The way to solve that issue is to reinstall Windows. So I already have the install USB drive created already, but what I want to do is take you through the steps and actually show you how you can actually look up the error yourself and figure out what's going on, and also give you an idea into the process that I go through and a lot of other IT, techs go through to solve issues, right? So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, see that we have an error message here. It says the computer restarted unexpectedly or encountered an unexpected error. Windows installation cannot proceed. To install Windows, click OK to restart the computer and then restart the installation. All right. So I've tried that once already. And actually, I've tried it a few times and I still get this error message, right? So first thing I'm going to do is, if I'm not familiar with the error message, I'm going to go ahead and look it up. And I'm actually going to type in part of the error message, because the beauty about Google is that, and I'll show you what I'm doing on my screen. The beauty is people have already looked up this error message before, so you don't have to type the whole thing. And the computer restarted unexpectedly. Windows 10 boot loop. All right. So as you can see here, got videos that show you how to fix this error if you encounter it. Different links. Here's a link here to Wondershare Recover It website that gives you all the methods of fixing this error. But the easiest one, the one that I like doing, is just creating a Windows installation disk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Windows install media, and it's going to take us to the Microsoft site, and the version is Windows 10. So this takes us to the Windows 10 download page, and here is where you will basically download an executable file from Microsoft. And once that's downloaded, what you do is you run that file, that executable file, and then you're going to get a dialog screen. And then basically it's going to take you through the process of creating the USB install drive. So like I said, I've already done that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the drive. I'm going to plug it into the USB port here. All right, right in there. And I've already gone ahead and done this part of the process already. This is a laptop that I'm not familiar with. It's made by Core Innovations. They make a ton of different products, electronics, and things like that. They happen to also make very inexpensive laptops. So I was trying to find a way to get into the boot menu to have the computer, once turned on or restarted, that it'll boot from the USB drive and not from the hard drive of the computer. Could not find anything, but luckily these computers are already set up to boot, to first try to boot from a USB drive. So it should, see, it's coming up now. So it'll automatically boot from the USB drive, so I don't have to change any of the boot settings. So we'll go ahead and click next. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to repair, because there's probably information on this computer that the customer wants to save. So basically, what I want to do is just repair Windows without losing any of the client's data. All right. Go through that real quick. So I've chosen to boot from the flash drive, and we're going to give it some time to see what happens. Luckily, it does make it through this process. If not, we're going to have to find another way of reinstalling Windows. So let's cross our fingers. But if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. If I go silent for any reason, that's because I'm diligently working, and that did not work. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to reinstall Windows, and Windows 10 to be exact. So and this is pretty much the life of a repair technician. A lot of sitting and waiting for the computer to do what it does. The great thing about this life is working independently. I can come into work in anything I want to wear. All right, cool. So the Windows setup is started. So we're just gonna go ahead and accept the license because we pretty much don't have a choice. Let's see. So we got two options. We can either upgrade, which is install Windows, keep file settings and applications, or we can use a custom install, which basically is will give you a fresh install of Windows, wiping everything. So what we want to do first is we're going to attempt to upgrade. All right, so upgrade option is not available. All right. So we're going to lose some stuff here. Already got permission from the client to go ahead and do what I need to do. So not that big of a deal. So we are going to install on this partition here. Yep. All right, so Windows is now installing, and I'm almost guaranteed that that should work. So we'll just wait and see. In the interim, let's see what some of the other possible solutions could have been. And besides installing Windows, there are some rather simple solutions. Basically, those simple solutions are simply just turning the computer off and then back on again. And then there's more advanced ones where you go into the registry and change some things, but that's if you can get into Windows. So all right, so here's a good one. So Ease US. Trying to find a good article here that has some good solutions. a lot of the websites you'll find, especially for this particular area, it's just all he did was copy and paste all the same stuff from one article. So a lot of the stuff is just repeated steps or solutions for this particular problem. So found one here, Help Desk Geek. I know for a fact they copy and paste this from the website I was just on because it's worded exactly the same. But their first solution is unplug peripherals and hard reset your PC. So a hard reset is basically holding down the power button on your computer until the computer completely shuts off, and then turn it back on and see what happens. If there's no change and it's still stuck in a boot loop, then chances are it's a software problem or issue with Windows. Once you do unplug everything, and all right, so I'll start. So if you unplug everything, start the computer up. Like if you have a mouse, keyboard, any other thing plugged into the USB ports in your computer, unplug everything. When you turn the computer back on or restart it, if Windows comes up and you don't have any error messages, then chances are whatever was plugged into your computer is what's causing Windows to crash or causing the boot loop, right? If after you've unplugged everything and did the hard reset, if Windows is still stuck in a boot loop, then chances are that the issue is with Windows and not the peripherals that you have plugged into the computer. However, it's still possible that after a successful boot with nothing plugged in, that you do go back and plug something in. It is possible that Windows could load perfectly fine, but then crash again, right? But that crash only happened after Windows loaded and all of your anything that's plugged into the USB is plugged back in. Then it's a possibility still that whatever's plugged into the USB is causing the issue. And that's a good starting point to try to troubleshoot and figure out exactly what you have plugged in is causing the issue, and also where to begin when going online to try to find the issue. Because it's very possible that something that you bought, like a mouse or keyboard, the drivers could be causing Windows to crash. So whenever you try to use that device in your computer, Windows happens to crash, right? That's a good starting point. That way you can go and look up the error. Look up if you have the name brand of the mouse and the model number. You can go and look up, go to the manufacturer's website, go to like their help forums and things like that to figure out if other people are having this issue, if the manufacturer has a solution for the issue, or if it's been resolved. I have had cases where there were things that you plug into your computer, like a mouse or keyboard, that would cause the computer to crash, and unfortunately there was no fix for it. And I've had cases where same thing happened with the same keyboard, but I plugged into a different computer and it worked perfectly fine, right? So though that does happen, and those issues are really hard to resolve. There are some advanced things you can do, but I'm really not going to go into that today because that would go over most people's head. So we're going to keep it simple. Second fix they have is to bypass the restart screen. This particular solution is only found on Lenovo computers, because you have the function button. I don't know if you can see it here, but they have a picture of a keyboard, and I know just from experience that this is a Lenovo keyboard. One, because of the red dot, and two, this function key. Lenovo computers have this function key, so this solution would only work on a Lenovo computer. The instructions here don't specifically state that, so if you were actually trying to use this solution and you don't have a Lenovo computer, you're not going to be able to use the solution here. Use Windows 10 automatic repair. That works if you can get into get Windows to boot and automatic repair. Sometimes um, in some boot loops, it will automatically load into the auto repair. Um, a lot of times it doesn't. Windows is supposed to. That's sometimes that's the real crappy thing about Windows. Sometimes is that it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, even when something goes wrong. There's usually a backup to fix it, but sometimes that backup doesn't work in Windows. So again, in that case, you would have to just do a full reinstall of Windows. Let's see, using safe mode. Again, that's if you can get the computer to load into safe mode. They have here when restart loop is caused by hardware drivers. So, like I was saying before, things that you plug into the computer can definitely cause a boot loop. And it looks like the install is done here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel that. So, we're going to see if this computer actually boots into Windows. And if it does, then all is well. And it has been a successful, seamless repair. Windows 10. This is taking forever. Oh my. All right. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. All right. This is taking way longer than I thought. All right. Oh. And this is the trick with these brand, I would say, laptops that aren't brand names. They're made in the simplest ways possible, just to keep costs down and stuff like that. So usually run into problems with these laptops not cooperating like they should. You guys can get a look at that. And this is like commonly the headache of doing these type of repairs. Just you never know what issue you're gonna run into. And that's why one of the reasons why people sometimes they wonder why it takes so long for them to get their computers back and things like this, because I've only been working on the computer for a half hour, um, and I've yeah, so far a half hour work, right? Ran into a problem already, so now I got to start the process over again. I'm going to tweak some things real quick. Once this loads back up. But yeah, this is why sometimes, you bring your computer in for what you think is a simple fix, and you end up spending a lot more time. We end up spending a lot more time on the repair than we thought we would. And things get more frustrating when you have multiple repairs at one time, and things like this happen. So like, normally if I had some other repairs to do, I would let this reinstall run, go get the other computer, blah blah blah. The worst thing in the world is to have everything that you're working on run into problems. That is the worst. But I'm gonna get through it. I ain't complaining. And if you are watching the video, if you have a question about a repair or any computer related questions, or just you want to talk about anything, just drop it in the chat. Need something to take my mind off all of this. So what we're going to do is we are going to remove every partition. I got a clean drive. All right, cool. And we're just going to start the process over. Now, I'm 99% confident this should work this time, but we will see. Yep, this is the life. Sitting around waiting for Windows to install. Ugh. Anyway, for folks that are watching, how's your Christmas doing? Have you done your shopping or preparations for the holidays? Let me know in the chat. I myself, I only have one person to really buy anything for, and that is my son. He likes Hot Wheels, and they are very inexpensive. I think we've got a nice little collection going. I think we've got like close to 500 Hot Wheels right now and counting. And I got some more for him, and I'm pretty sure his family's got some more for him. So he's a big car guy. Close to getting done, I guess. Close. All right, so looks like we're getting close. Getting close. Installing updates. All right, now it's finishing up. All right. Let's see. Restart Windows and take out the USB so that doesn't load again, and we're gonna see what happens. Cross your fingers. All right, I think something's happening. Getting some good signs here. While we're doing that, I'm curious. I looked it up earlier, but let's see. Core Innovations. See exactly what Core Innovations makes. I know they make a lot of electronics. So, Baby Shark alarm clock. So they do brand licensing. All right. So they take brand licenses and make things for them. So we got Core Innovation. So they have their own devices that they make. So they make a tablet, convertible touchscreen laptop, 14-inch laptop. This is the model that I'm working on right now. 150-mile range motorized outdoor TV antenna. 7-inch laptop. What is that? Over the air. Oh, digital converter box. Indoor amplified antenna. Indoor TV antenna. Outdoor attic amplified TV antenna. Wireless Bluetooth. Karaoke microphone and retro style alarm clock and Bluetooth speaker. Okay. I got Baby Shark, Blues Clues. What do they make for Blues Clues? Children's vacuum, DVD player. Okay, I've seen this DVD player before. All right. It's not a bad DVD player. If you still buy DVDs though. Oh, Blippi. My son loves Blippi. Coming soon. All right, so they don't have anything for Blippi yet. How about Paw Patrol? DVD player. Gift wrap. Okay. Holiday bags. Paper plates. Napkins and gift bags. Okay. PBS Kids. What we got here? Oh, coming soon. So it looks like a lot of these products are new. I wonder, Core Innovations. I'm just curious of who. All right. Not what I was looking for. I was going to see if they were owned by maybe one of these brands or something. Still going. Uh-oh. Screen went black. What happened? Think we got life. Did we have life? Something happened? Back at the loading screen. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. What happened? Nope, got too excited. Oh, wait, there we go. There we go. There we go. Boom. We got signs of life. Thank you. It only took 47 minutes. So we got life. All right. We are cooking with grease now. All right. So Windows is still going through a setup process. So it was, by all accounts, so far a successful install. Now, I'm going to explain some things specific to this laptop and laptops that are on the least expensive side of the tracks, right? There we go. So the reason why this install is taking as long as it did, right? So this is just a very basic laptop, right? So the processor in it is not a fast processor. It's what I like to call a processor that is going to get you by, right? The processor does enough to where it can justify this computer's existence. Okay. I can guarantee you that if you have an iPhone or a pretty modern phone in your pocket, it's faster than this computer, right? I can almost guarantee that. But that's why this process is taking so long. If we were working with a laptop that had a faster processor and more RAM as well too, this process would not have taken as long as it has. Not at all. So we're just gonna name this user, or let's go PC. Not gonna put a password on it yet, but yeah, this process would have been a lot faster. Now, I've only had this laptop for less than 24 hours now, but for the price, I would say so far it's a decent laptop for the price. You're just gonna get all of your basic computer needs done on here. So checking email, surfing the web, and should be able to handle streaming. Definitely not doing any gaming on here at all. So those in the market for a gaming laptop, don't try it. Don't you run out here buy a $200-300 laptop for yourself or your kid thinking they're gonna game on it, and it's not gonna happen. This is not what this laptop is for. But it seems okay. It's actually more well built. It feels more sturdier than some laptops in this range. So I'm actually quite impressed. I was expecting the worst when customer dropped it off, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. And actually, I'm just curious to see how much this actually is. Let's look that up. It says it's at Walmart, so. Innovations. Yeah, Core Innovations laptop. Let's see. Where are they? 300. All right. So now I'm really disappointed. $300. So, reason why I'm disappointed is for $300 you could get something that's much better than this. That's where my disappointment is at. In my opinion, this is priced $100 above what it is actually worth as far as specs are concerned. For $300, I will give you a live example. Okay, so this computer here, okay, this is a Lenovo T450. All right, it may not be as light and as thin as this newer laptop here. So this laptop, the blue one, 300. The ThinkPad, 7 years old. You could buy it used for $250. I think brand new, it's somewhere between $300 and $350. Doesn't have an HDMI port. That's probably the drawback to this because it's an older laptop. However, I have an i5 processor in here. I have 32 gigs of RAM. I can stream from this laptop, so I can do live streams from this laptop. Actually, this is a workhorse. I can game on here. I can run Fortnite without any issue on the lowest graphical settings, right? Like I said, used, this laptop is $250, $300, brand new. If you can find one brand new, should be selling for $350. This laptop is 100 times more powerful than this brand new laptop here, which the cost brand new, it's about the same, maybe $50 difference, right? So I say that to say, just because you're buying the newest of something or something that's, came out this year doesn't mean it's the best. Like, in the IT world, if you're really into computers and building computers and things, like, I'm not ashamed to carry around a laptop that's 7 years old. My 7-year-old laptop is better than half of the laptops being sold today. Okay, I can do a lot of things plus more. So my advice is, if you are looking for an inexpensive laptop, try to find something older. Okay, try to find something older in that price range, because even on this website, on Walmart's website, they have this laptop listed for $300. But when I scroll down to see other laptops that they have available for about the same price range, the specs on these laptops blow this Core Innovations laptop out the water. Like, hands down, like it didn't take me but a second. Like, this Ace Magic, never even heard of this brand. However, the specs on this trump this Core Innovations laptop. So, and a lot of times these quote unquote no name laptops, they may not be big here in the United States, but in other countries outside the United States, these are probably well known brands. And even if you go and look at the customer reviews, this laptop, never even heard of Ace Magic, has 710 5-star ratings, right? So 710 people bought this laptop and love it. 86 gave it 3 stars, so it's mid for them. So it probably did what it wanted them to do. They were probably expecting more. And there's one 1-star rating. So yeah, if you're gonna be shopping around, don't be afraid to buy that laptop that has a name you never heard of. You could end up saving yourself a lot of time and a lot of money. And also too, with this Core Innovations laptop, being that it has a Celeron processor, which is the low end processor, this laptop is not going to have longevity. Again, my laptop now is 7 years old. I can do everything that I need to plus more. I mean, I run Photoshop on here. I'm doing a lot of stuff on here. Pretty much, this is my main computer. This is my computer that I use for work, everything. Like this is it. I haven't had to buy a new computer in 7 years. Okay. The only thing that I did upgrade is the hard drive, and that's about it. All right. But enough about that. So, boom. Probably can't see because of the glare, but this was a successful install. Windows has been reinstalled on this computer. The only thing left to do, and the final thing is, and I'll do that later, is I'm going to connect it to the Wi-Fi here and finish updating Windows, and then everything will be fine. Customer is going to be pleased that their laptop will be working again, and everything will be right in the world. All right, cool. So, till next time, till I get another repair, I'll be doing a live stream trying to do a live stream for every repair that comes my way from here on out, just to give you guys a little insight into what daily life is like working as a IT technician. So until then, if you have not liked the page or found me on social media, the company name is Infinite Social Solutions. And while I'm talking, I'm going to go ahead and post that information in the chat so that you can find us. Or better yet, so that you can see it. So it's website www.infsocialsolutions.com. And here's a website. Real simple, nothing fancy. All the services: computer repair, computer training, domain registration and customized email, social media management, resume writing, and more. So if you want to hit us up, you know where to find us. That's Infinite Social Solutions, website infsocialsolutions.com. And if there's no other questions, nothing else, you guys have a great